welcome to the video. I'm John, and this is part 4 of the stop sign guitar build. Subscribe to my channel, share my videos, and like me on Facebook, Johnny V Guitars. I post a lot of pictures of all my builds, a lot of details that I can't put in every video. The end of the last video, I said I was going to make an adjustable neck, and it required a lot of thought, a lot of designing, and each step in building it was basically I would do something, drill a hole, whatever it was, and then I would have to sit and plan what that next step was. I couldn't figure it out all in one shot. So it took a little bit of time, but I think I'm pretty happy with what I've got. Basically how it works is there's a center block that's bolted to the top of the sign. The neck is bolted to another piece that runs around that center block. It's not glued in place. There's a bolt that goes through the center here, which acts like a pivot point or a teeter-totter. At the end, to hold everything in place, is a set screw, and adjusting that makes the neck go up and down. It's pretty simple. I came up with a lot of complicated designs, and I had to keep telling myself that it needed to be simple and straightforward. And I don't think you could get any simpler than this. So I'm really proud with the way this worked out. And the rest of this video is going to show how I designed this and how I went through all the different steps in getting here. Designing the adjustable neck has been the most challenging part of the project so far. At first I came up with some very complicated ideas using gears and levers, but I finally realized the simpler design, the better it'll work. The design had to be strong enough to support the tension of the strings and be as light as possible, with everything fitting inside the hollow guitar body. Once I figured out my design, a full-scale drawing really helped me understand how all the parts would fit and work together. 2 long pieces of maple will be glued to smaller pieces of poplar at both ends. This will create the adjustable block. I wanted to make the joints as strong as possible. 1/2-inch holes are drilled into the joints so dowels can be glued in to make an unbreakable bond. I'm more than confident that the adjustable block will support the neck and string tension. I used the drill press to rough out the neck pocket, then clean it up by hand with a chisel. The pocket is shallower than normal because it has to fit inside the guitar body and be able to adjust for hot and low action. So many of the parts on this guitar are totally different than any other, and the neck plate is no exception. At this stage I can figure out the hole pattern but have no idea what shape the neck plate needs to be. That will come later in the build. I used the neck plate as a template to mark out where to drill the holes for the neck pocket. The neck is clamped in place and the drill bit depth is set so the bit just leaves a small mark on the neck heel. This will show me exactly where to drill the holes for the inserts. Instead of using regular neck bolts, I decided to use stainless steel bolts that screw into steel inserts. I felt that the neck pocket would be much tighter if the inserts made a metal-to-metal contact instead of metal to wood. So I made 4 washers out of some old copper pennies and inset them into the neck pocket. Fitting the adjustable block into the body is a long process. Each step has to be carefully figured out before moving forward. Wood needs to be removed from the neck pocket of the adjustable block to allow it to fit through the neck opening of the body. I make a simple template so the router removes just the right amount of wood. Removing too much wood could weaken the block. Now that the adjustable block can fit into the body, the position of the mounting block can be figured out. Very carefully I drill holes in both blocks for the one pivot bolt that will hold the pieces together. At long last I can measure and cut out the neck pocket in the sign. This is the first time the neck and body have properly been put together. After 9 months from the start of the build, it's officially a guitar. With the neck in place, I can finally figure out the position of the bridge. The bridge will be mounted to the steel top only and will have no contact with the adjustable block or mounting block. Since no 2 things can occupy the same space, holes are drilled to make room for the bridge bolts and pick up hole screws. After all this work, I really don't know for sure how well the adjustable neck will work. I'm very excited and anxious to install the set screw, which is the key to how this design will work. Even though it seems to work just as I hoped, I really won't know 100% until the guitar is finished and I can put it through its paces with a full set of strings. So I'm really proud how this turned out. Next video I'm going to probably get into the electronics. I have a lot of ideas that I'm still working out for that. Hopefully maybe the headstock. I have a design that I want to do for that. We're getting close to finishing this project and it's getting exciting. So thanks for watching the video.